Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Please Find Attached. Today, we're dealing with the age old question or dilemma. Is work really family, or should it be seen as family, or is it just packaging for interviews?
Sometimes and I like the way you said interview. Sometimes, you go for, and this was back in the day.
Then,
We're family here.
you're like a family.
We're a family here. If as I'm saying, I'm remembering the person that said it. We're like a family
I
here.
have a friend that says it too. His HR, he says it. People are like, what's family?
No, so for most people, as far as I'm concerned, it's packaging. But there are a few organizations, especially, those, they are not usually very large because it becomes a little more complex when the teams are larger. But for a lot of startups, when they first start, they do have that family vibe.
But they are the ones that turn out to be the most toxic.
So
startups.
Maybe I'm using the wrong word. Let's not use the word startups. Because now the whole startup technology, hyperscale, they have a culture that is maybe different. Just say small businesses.
Okay.
A lot of those small businesses, when they have small teams, in many ways they treat everyone like family.
Is it based on like loyalty or number of years that they now become like family, or it's just the way the culture is or the way the MD is?
I think,
and it just likes everybody.
I think it has a lot to do with culture. In fact, in some large organizations, enterprises, certain teams, family.
I can understand teams because people trauma bond. So, I think I've told you the story about somewhere I worked where salary used to be delayed. And we used to encourage each other that, guys, what are you doing then? Submit now. We are like children, like children when their daddy comes. So that one is different. But generally from like in the workplace, should it even be a thing? Like, should you go for an interview and somebody tell you are like family? Like, no, I have my family at home. I know my family. I'm just here to work, collect my salary and go home. I'm not your family.
I have different views on it.
Okay.
For me, yes and no. If it's a small business, you don't
have a choice, really.
Yeah, you really want to make it as welcoming and homely as possible. You want your people to feel like, very comfortable. In certain cases, especially when you just start that business.
Yeah.
And especially when you're young, maybe you're not married, they are not married, you're spending even in regular day, we spend most of our time there. But it goes an extra level in that type of situation. You're sleeping in the office, you're all doing things together, you go out together, you party together. If there's something happening in one person's family, everybody comes together and rallies.
That's the one that's where I think it gets creepy, to be honest.
It's not
like
creepy now.
No, like some offices, everybody just knows everybody's life.
It's not
like
creepy.
How will I put it? Like, so somebody is going through an issue at home with his family, and they say the whole office knows that his uncle's wife left him, and so she had to move out. And how do they even know about your life?
No, that's extra.
This is extra.
No, that's extra.
That's how
what I mean is, okay, let's say you got married. Yeah, everybody comes.
Yeah, that's normal.
You have a child. Not that you have marital issues. Not that.
And your boss, your mommy is calling your boss that please let him go home on time. He's going through a lot.
But funny enough, my first job, my mom used to know my.
And she used to call.
No, but funny enough, no, it was a her. They met independent of me.
A lie.
In a salon.
Your mom stalked your boss.
You want to look for him. You didn't see who is terrorizing my son. No. They met in a salon, and they got talking and found out that my boy is anyways, let's talk
Let me tell you my own story. This one I laughed at you. You won't believe that my mom too had my boss and my MD's number.
How did she get their number?
I don't know. So I was working somewhere then, and I don't know what happened. My boss liked me, and we were quite close. So I think she had his number. They now said I should follow them on a trip. I don't know whether it was Abuja
You're
or
now
something.
calling, watch my son,
So,
no.
not even that.
It's your son, no.
It would have been good. But that was what it was.
So what was it?
My battery now died at some point when we were supposed to have landed and everything.
Ah!
I don't know.
Call.
And she got my MD's number.
Jesus.
Now, mind you, my boss alone, my boss was okay. If she had called my boss, no problem. But I think
Wait, which company was this? You tell me later.
I can use start to tell you.
You tell me.
What I have to tell you. You know where we met? The place I was coming from. Such a big. Imagine how big they are now. That's how. Yes.
It was a white guy now.
No. Okay, it was the guy just fair.
Okay.
That's how. I don't know what happened. My Oga's phone to something was wrong with it.
She's MD.
Yes. So first of all, I don't know how she got this number. The plane finally landed. We were just coming out of the airport. This is what happened. My MD was here. My Oga was here. I was there. I kid you not, this is exactly how it happened. So my MD just saw the call, picked the call, said, hello. He just gave me, as he was giving my Oga, he was looking at me. Can you see this guy's mom? Like, can it? You say, hello? And in that company, the lingua franca was pidgin. We used to say, don't speak to the boy, was pidgin. They're like, you know, one of your boy mama, they call me. In my mind, I was like, no, it's my Pepsi. The guy just took the phone. He just said, hello, ma. Yes. He was not talking to my mom. See, like, it's my mom's firstborn. Hello, ma. We have landed, ma. He's here. He just said, to your mommy. I was like, God, you can't leave this. I can't leave this down. But funny enough, they took it well.
They took it well.
They never said anything. In fact, we were now all living in the same. We lived in the same estate with my MD. So during election, they now we went to vote in the garden. They now finally met. I was not telling him. I think I told him. No, I went to greet him. I told him that this is my mom. And he's not a Yoruba guy. This guy now came and prostrated for my mom. That was it. Guy, there's nothing you can say about that guy.
Your mom will love him.
My mom loves him.
Your mom will love him.
All the elections after that. So, but I know that the guy, they asked him in his heart of heart, remember that episode?
Your mom will love him.
That kind of familiarity.
You were a family now, based on what your mother did. You're a family.
No, I wasn't. It was that, like you said, when that company started, we were very few. We were not up to, how many were we? Maybe we were like 50 or let's say 60. And we all used to fit into one small cubicle for staff meeting. So we were, you could know what was going on in people's lives, but not to the extent of,
So in your own, from where you sit, do you think it's even healthy?
It's not. I've made it clear. It is not healthy. I need to be able to come to the office angry without you knowing what's causing my anger.
So you want a division of
not that work. I'll come to work angry. Somebody say, him and his wife, then they get issue. Remember that time where you say, wife, do this.
Everybody
has your gist.
Actually.
It's not, no.
Actually.
And I think the whole reason why people make it a culture or say it is packaging.
Not every time.
So why would somebody think to say we are like a family here?
Genuinely, and I've personally not experienced it.
Okay.
But I have seen it. Genuinely, there are some teams that just gel. And usually it's because the leader is that way. And the leader has sort of endeared everybody to him or her. And they just have a culture, or they built a culture in that team that everybody is just like a family. They know each other's
promotion, and people will now feel betrayed. And I thought we were a family here. How can they do this to me? You see, there's always the downside. That guy, one day, he will have to fire people. You can't fire your cousin now. If everybody is family, that means we're all cousins at best. Will you be firing your cousins?
Some companies they suffer because they have that whole the entire family is there. You can't really fire somebody. But I'm not saying that's the scenario in here. But you brought a sticky point in that if you are doing all family and it's time for promotion, it has an impact potentially. I have no answer to that, to be honest. But what I would say is that, not looking at the negative or potential negatives, I've seen a lot of positives.
Speaking of positives, Sha, I'll give you this one. I'm an Arsenal fan.
Congratulations.
And as you are aware,
congratulations.
We
are champions.
The Lord has done it finally.
After 22 years of trauma.
2 years of trauma. So I saw one close-knit company where the staff are like maybe about 30, small business. And the MD is an Arsenal fan. So they won.
Did he declare?
Within 48 hours, he had done Arsenal branded bags, gift packs. They had ice cream cups with Arsenal brand on it. They had like this canned juices, Arsenal juice. And the guy was able to do it for all of them because they are few. And he did because obviously he's an Arsenal fan. But you find that, how will I say this? I can't say it. I want to say it in Yoruba. Oh mama, fi bread ko won lobe je.
Translation.
Oh mama, he's using those kind of little perks to chop them that they won't know that, like maybe they are not earning or they are not. But those two things he's using it to.
But for the record, especially those kind of companies, small companies or companies that don't pay very well.
Yeah,
usually it's those little perks that they used to hold their employees. And it works. So for instance, maybe, they're having issues paying rent. You help them with rent. I've seen it. Maybe
formally or informally,
small, medium business, not enterprise.
So would they go through like HR or
I don't know.
That would just
but I've seen it happen. Or no, it happens. Not through HR, but it's a company culture. Or maybe your wife is pregnant. They help out to with things. I've seen it happen. Or
wife is pregnant, office people will help out.
Hospital stuff, they'll donate.
That's the extremism I'm talking about. Like,
what is wrong with that?
My wife is pregnant. Help out as what?
Donate. No. Yeah, ridiculous.
Like, I don't get.
Your child has come. You donate things.
That's normal office behavior. It has nothing to do.
Where does your mind go? You went to antenatal.
Why you say your wife is pregnant? They help out. What does that mean?
You know you're ridiculous.
They help out. Ow. Anyway, I digress. So, quick question. The idea of family, where family means, I feel like they use it to wash them. Like, you need to be committed to your family, obviously. If your daddy
and your family is there
so the MD is like your daddy.
Yes.
So if daddy calls you at 10 p.m. that, Folashade, how are you? This is hey, can you just let me look at those numbers? This is there and send it at 10 o'clock. Family prevents boundaries. So can there really be work-life balance in that kind of setting?
You have a very pessimistic view to this topic.
I just ask question, honestly. I'm just trying to ask question.
So don't say they are in a downturn, and you know what?
My question is valid.
No, it is. But I'm just saying that generally to this topic, you have a pessimistic view.
Because I don't think
you don't like
facts that I don't like.
You don't like it. Okay.
But I'm trying to be objective in the discussion.
So you're saying that, okay, because of the family, they're packaging them and they're removing the boundaries.
Yeah, they call you attender. In fact, there are some people in some offices, they have endearment terms. The MD will say, hello, my dear, how are you? Just help me quickly send that thing to these people. How's your mommy and daddy? Are they fine? So your hand has fallen already.
Again, depends on the culture of the team.
No. Now it
depends on the culture of the
podcast. We are doing policy and advocacy. We are advocating for the right culture. Should it be allowed?
If there's an emergency, if there's a deal that needs to go through that night, you need to submit an RFP that night, you call.
Of course, but
you call.
For the kind of people that are now used to it, we are all family. they will be calling for flimsy reasons because you can, because yeah, it's allowed. It's company culture.
I really don't know. Me, I'm looking at, I see the potential negatives, but I'm also looking at the positives where people, maybe someone is struggling, whether it's outside the office, emotionally, family matters, maybe they lost someone in their lives and everybody rallies around them. That in that scenario, that's a wonderful thing to have.
So if you are like one of these recent people that one musician was with his wife and you are going to work every day, your colleagues, they will rally around you. Bro, sorry, oh. Your whole gist is in if it's the kind of office where your work is your work.
I'm talking.
If anybody says anything, you're like, how is it your business?
See, I have no response to that because you've gone out on a tangent now.
Last question.
Yes.
Last question. And I'm happy this question, it starts with, at the end of the day, should work just be work? At the end of the day, all said and done.
So you mean, should you isolate work and work should be?
Yes, considering that I didn't go to work to look for family members that are lost.
I don't think so, to be honest.
Okay.
Work, and this, I'm not saying this is how I feel. I'm not saying this is how it is for me now. But I wish that work wasn't, you know, when people say, I always envy people that say their work isn't like work to them. Like they love what they do.
Hey, you can love what you do without being familiar with everybody.
Let me learn. So if you love what you do and you genuinely love and care for the people around you, then work won't you just be isolated somewhere. It's an extension of who you are. It's an extension of your experience, your daily experience. It's an extension of your family at the end of the day.
So
it's your work family.
You need more friends. This is a cry for help. This is a cry for help. And I wish your company would work. More people will be friendly to you and have you as friends. For me, work should be work. Because I've had my heart broken.
You are traumatized.
You think you are traumatized with your family. When it's time for them to change it, hey, guy, man. So I've learned.
You are traumatized.
Let's do the work. Pay me my. And they see, when they are owing you, when you are not doing family, you can change it for them.
So your problem is that you've worked for organizations that have treated you bad.
No. I've worked.
You are traumatized.
Like the one that I gave example where my mom called now, they treated me very well. I still try. I think for me, generally, from when I started my career, until my mom fall my hand, I've tried to have that boundary of this is just work. Like we are not that, except for one time when I dated someone in the office. But apart from that, I've been a focused professional. So I think with that, how do they end junior debate?
With these few words of mine.
I hope. How does it?
I hope I'll be able to convince you and not
confuse you that the workplace should be a workplace.
I can tell you with all confidence that you have confused the audience.
No, I said the workplace should be a workplace. It should be strict. Go and do your work, collect your money, make your duffel, and go home.
I think it could be better, personally. And with that,
romantic.
I say.
Romantic. But after this, we need to talk. You need more friends. I will give you some of my friends.
I have enough friends.
No, you don't. Anyway.
With that, till the next time we see. Cheers.
Bye-bye.